Hello, my name is Lydia.
Hello, my name's Atticus. Good morning, St. Michael Elementary, and welcome back to the KSTME morning broadcast. Today's Wednesday, October 16th, day 6.
Now for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand and put your right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The weather today will be partly cloudy with a high of 62 and a low of 45.
Today's hot lunch is cheese omelet and cinnamon roll. Or
cold lunch, yogurt, cheese stick, muffin. Sides, fresh veggies, fresh fruit cup.
Reminder, no school Thursday or Friday for MEA break.
Stay tuned after the news for a story from our final new teacher, 3rd grade, Mrs. Crail, and a song from Mrs. Dalkey's 2nd grade class.
Thought for the day. When you point a finger at someone else, remember there's 4 pointing back at you.
Have a great MEA break.
The summertime is ending, it's time for the fall. The summertime is ending, it's time for the fall. The fall, the fall, the fall, the fall, the fall. The summertime is ending, it's time for the fall. The leaves have started changing, it's time for the fall. The leaves have started changing, it's time for the fall. The fall. The fall, the fall, the fall, the fall. The leaves have started changing, it's time for the fall. The air is getting cooler, it's time for the fall. The air is getting cooler, it's time for the fall. The fall, the fall, the fall, the fall, the fall. The air is getting cooler, it's time for the fall. Days are getting shorter, it's time for the fall. Days are getting shorter, it's time for the fall. The fall, the fall, the fall, the fall, the fall. The days are getting shorter, it's time for the fall. The air is getting cooler, it's time for the fall. The leaves have started changing, it's time for the fall. The summertime is ending, it's time for the fall. It's time for the fall.
Good evening, St. Michael families. I am Mrs. Krall, and I'm one of the 3rd grade teachers at St. Michael Elementary. And today I'm going to read you this book. Not only is it fantastic, it is Ella fantastic. This is by Michael Engler. Andrew, I'm going out on the balcony, cried Mommy. Can you take the package in the hallway to our neighbors upstairs? Sure, said Andrew, but he wasn't really listening. He was busy drawing a treasure map, which was much more important. It could come in handy someday. It wasn't until he finished the map that he remembered Mommy had asked him to do something. But what had it been? Mommy, he called out and went into the hallway. When he got there, he discovered a huge box. A package, he thought? It must be for me, so that's what Mommy said. Andrew lifted the package. It wasn't heavy at all. What could possibly be inside, he wondered. Carefully, he opened the box. An elephant, he cried. Sure enough, a big, gray, stuffed elephant popped its head out of the box. Andrew had always wanted one just like it. "Hello," said the elephant. "My name is Timbo." A talking elephant? Andrew could hardly believe his luck. He carried Timbo to his room. Then he ran to the kitchen to get some lemonade and cookies. He sat down on the bed and asked Timbo to tell him all about his adventures in Africa. The elephant closed his eyes and began. He told of savannas and deserts so huge that only an elephant could cross them, of jungles so dark and deep that only elephants dared to venture into them. He told of snow-capped Mount Kilimanjaro, so high only elephants could climb it. He told of lions roaring at dusk, a sound that struck fear into all the animals, all except for the elephants. Andrew listened so closely that his heart began to beat faster and faster. He could hardly stand it. It was time for him to have those kind of adventures too. And so Andrew and Timbo climbed to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. They scrambled and clamored to catch their breath. "It's so windy up here," shouted Andrew. Then they tumbled down into the sun-parched valley below and danced a lively rain dance. They skipped and they jumped and they spun around. "This is fun," Andrew said. Next, they traveled to where the lions lived. They tiptoed and lurked and scurried by. "How exciting," whispered Andrew. They hiked through vast savannas into the dense, dark jungle. They crawled and crept and swung. Andrew looked into the wild forest beyond and thought, "This is Ella-fantastic." Suddenly, Andrew heard a voice. "What are you doing under the bed?" asked Mommy. "I'm playing with the elephant from the package. He can talk," said Andrew. "Oh, no," sighed his Mommy. "That package was delivered for Louise." "But I thought it was for me," cried Andrew. "I'm afraid not. Come on, let's bring it upstairs together." The climb upstairs had never felt harder. Andrew squeezed Timbo tight. He followed his Mommy reluctantly, step by step. At the top of the stairs, he rang the bell and hoped no one would answer. But he heard footsteps anyway. A moment later, Louise opened the door. "Hello, Andrew," she said. Before Andrew could say anything, Louise saw the box and the stuffed animal in his hand. "At last! My birthday present from Grandma and Grandpa is here," she exclaimed, taking Timbo from Andrew. Andrew turned quickly and ran down the stairs, his eyes filling with tears. At dinner, Andrew was very quiet. Teardrops fell onto his slice of buttered bread. "Oh, sweetheart," said Mommy softly, "it's only a stuffed elephant." "It's not just a stuffed elephant. His name is Timbo, and he talked to me," sniffled Andrew. Mommy shook her head. "But Andrew, stuffed animals can't—" Just then the bell rang. It was Louise with Timbo in her arms. She held the elephant up to Andrew and whispered, "Timbo says he misses you." Andrew's heart leapt. He hugged Timbo as tightly as he could. Then he looked at Louise and asked, "Do you want to go on an adventure?" Louise smiled and said, "That would be Ella-fantastic." I hope that you are enjoying your pizza and your books tonight. This is one of my daughter's favorite books. Have a great night, St. Mike Elementary.